Hello Libra, welcome to your July monthly general reading. I'm alignedsoultarot. Welcome in. Take a seat. Let's dive into this July energy here that we are seeing. A little bit of a background for you and what's kind of buzzing for all Libras and just the collective in general. For you, Libra, there's been a lot of focus on your home, your family, your career, and I think that's showing up in the pre-shuffle. There's a lot of resolution that is coming and has been coming for all the signs given the universal activity. We've been having a lot of polarity, and I'm witnessing that in all my readings, and I'm seeing that for everyone. As a general rule of thumb, we have these retrogrades and then we have the eclipses. So we've been going through this eclipse season since March, and we are now approaching the brunt end of it, kind of the thick of it in July. Just kind of letting it all digest, right? All this eclipse energy brings a lot of change, transformation, illumination. But then the retrogrades on the flip side, the polarity of that is this like integration, processing it, looking back at it, analyzing a lot of our past. And the eclipse will bring up a lot of those wounds from our past. And I think for you, a lot is being highlighted. And in this general reading here is about your stability, your home, what grounds you, what makes you feel fulfilled and valued is what I'm getting for you, Libra. And I think in the month of July, you're really reassessing that and you're prioritizing your stability. I see that here because there's tons of earth energy. We have the Taurus card, the Queen of Earth, and the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles showed up in the pre-shuffle and also in my Dreams of Gaia deck here. So I know that there is this new beginning or this desire for this new stable foundation for you. And you're kind of getting your footing right now. And I think that's acceptable given the retrogrades and the eclipse. It's like this recalibrating. And you're clearing out. We have the clearing card here. You're clearing out what no longer serves you. So you can kind of anchor your energy, find your roots. And as I was meditating on your energy and looking at the pre-shuffled cards, I just kept getting this, like, where are your roots? What is home? What does that mean for you? What does that look like? What does that feel like? Using your five senses, Venus is your ruling planet, and Venus has come out of its retrograde shell. So I think for July, it's really opening you up a bit more, reorienting yourself. That's what I'm feeling. And as she reorients herself, the planet Venus, you as well do. And so you're kind of starting to reprioritize your creature comforts that Venus brings. But with that being said, there was this kind of like, okay, we get Venus back, but then Mercury goes retrograde. So we're still in this accumulation phase, and we're going to be feeling that over the next several months. And this is for most signs. So just know that you're not alone, and it's really important to connect into your desires, your wants, your needs, and what makes you feel at home. That's really what I'm getting for you. And you're doing so by really finding out what kind of talents you have. What can you bring to the table? What can other people in my life bring to the table? Where's that balance in relationships? Like, where's that equal reciprocity is what I'm seeing here with this earthly element here. And you're using your intuition. We have the intuition card here. Really connecting in, right? This is fire. This is 7 of fire. So really connecting into your intuition. What is your body saying? Because when I think of the earthly realm and this pentacle energy that's showing up for you, it's really about feeling into your 3D physical body and tapping into that through your intuition, through your crown chakra specifically. Crown chakra came up for you in the empathic oracle. So you're really having to focus on opening up your crown, clearing out any sort of debris that you might have within that chakra, so you can focus again and really provide that focus, that practical focus, that laser beam focus that comes from within, and connecting to your intuition. Because this Ace of Pentacles is here for you, this new, steady, stable foundation. I think right now you're just in flux. We have this Taurus energy and Leo. You might be dealing with either sign, or you might have these heavily placed in your chart. But if that's not the case, if you're not dealing with another sign of that nature, this could just be you taking on this energy, this confidence with Leo, of establishing who you are with integrity, your values, your belief system, right? Leo is very proud and loving and giving and nurturing, but also expects that back from who they surround themselves with. So really embodying that Leo warm energy, but also staying super grounded and practical, and also loving and giving. The Taurus, they are perceived as a bit stubborn, but they are so giving and very nurturing, right? They're also ruled by the planet Venus as yourself. So I'm just feeling this really warm sense of embodiment, and like finding that warm place, that like home that makes you just feel like you belong, right? We all want to feel like we belong somewhere. And I think that's really what you're feeling into right now in the month of July. And as we see here, the Pluto card, this is all about that transformation, right? This has been a heavy energy that we've all been feeling. It's heavy in a good way, though. Like I said, any sort of retrograde, Pluto retrograde, we've been feeling Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter conjunction, like switching on and off throughout the year. Different phases of the year, but Pluto is still, it's really strong. It comes with a big energy, even though it's one of the smallest planets. So it's showing up in your reading here. And as I place my cards down, I place them down for a reason. And this one popped out of my Moon Oracle deck. And this is a personal issue reaches resolution. So through this Plutonian energy, this transformation that's occurring, through lessons that you're learning with this lessons card here, karmic lessons, you're learning these cycles, you're learning through these cycles, I should say, karmic cycles, karmic relationships that can be family, friends, lovers, and they're teaching you how to love, how to be loved, what values you can bring to the table. You're obtaining this knowledge, this wisdom through these lessons that Pluto is bringing you. And there is this peak, a personal issue reaches resolution, specifically around full moon in Cancer. Also, I'm looking at this card as Cancer season, which we are in. So just know that you are reaching some resolutions around some karmic lessons I'm feeling, and that you're transforming your life. You're bringing back value to your life. You know what you bring to the table, and you know that this Ace of Pentacles is here. It just takes a matter of you focusing and clearing out any sort of negative self-talk potentially that you might be telling yourself, or even just the ego stepping in and getting in the way of what you truly value and what you should be valuing. So I see just a lot of like decluttering, especially with Venus, your ruling planet, coming back into direct alignment. You as well are reorienting yourself, okay? Like I said, where are your roots? The Queen of Earth is showing up in reverse here, and I'm going to read a little more in depth from the book just so you can get a keen awareness of what that means. When I see Queen of Earth in reverse, I naturally think of the overachiever, the overgiver. There's some sort of imbalance with self-care. So this Queen is very practical, grounded, giving, nurturing. Like I said, that Taurus energy is showing up really strong for you. So if you're not dealing with another Taurus, then like I said, this is just kind of what you should be embodying at this time to kind of anchor in your roots, establish your roots. When it's in reverse, it can also be, a sense of detachment there. And as I said that, my ear starts to ring. So I do think that that is a really key, critical point that we're hitting here in this general reading. Again, with any of my general readings, these are general messages. The power of free will is always at play. Okay, Libra? So just know that as we go through this reading, if you want to go a bit deeper, all my information is in the description box below. And also, I provide some extra links for crown and just any chakra alignment guided meditations and anything else that I pick up along the way that I feel that I need to share with you. So like I said, back to this Queen of Earth, really getting this queen back into balance. And the way to do that is through your crown and also through your root. So it's almost like the two ends of the spectrum, right? When you think of your chakras and how they align. So they might be underactive, overreactive. So really making sure that both ends of the spectrum are working in congruency to bring balance to all of the chakras, right? So the root and the crown are really important to make sure that there is like a balance of the energy that comes in and the balance of the energy that comes out and how it's processed throughout your body, okay? So really working on those certain chakras. And like I said, I provide links in the description box. You also can do your own investigation, especially since I'm seeing this 3 of air here. This is all about like knowledge, obtaining knowledge, and I'm guessing you do this through your intuition, right? Because the intuition card's here, but also just through research, you know, finding ways that feel good, right? Earthly energy, finding ways that feel good to you, right? You and your own intuition, and how you can heal, how you can better yourself. How can I ground my energy? You can also do this simply by meditating, right? Being out in nature. What a beautiful time, summertime here in the Northern Hemisphere, to be able to do that. Get outside and connect by yourself and really sit with yourself. Because this Queen of Earth in the Queen of Earth in reverse really needs to get back to self, right? Back to that abundant, beautiful, feminine energy. So you can bring in this Ace of Pentacles, because in my Rider-Waite deck, it showed up upright, and here it's showing up in reverse. So that tells me that there is this influx, kind of like, should I stay, should I go energy, making a choice even about a practical new beginning. Where should I live? Should I choose this option? So maybe at this time, Libra, you have lots of options, which can be good, but it also, on the flip side, it can be very confusing. So really tapping in, tuning into your intuition, no one else's, right? Really opening up your third eye even. So what I'm getting from me for this reading is a lot about attuning to obtain your chakras, focusing and clearing out any sort of debris, okay? So let us see here. I think I'm going to use this to clarify, and then I'm going to also dive into the 78 Elemental Tarot for the rest of your reading, but I'm feeling guided to really clarify this Queen of Earth with the Rider-Waite deck. I haven't used this deck in a long time. So I'm busting it out for you, Libra. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Soul guidance for my dear Libra viewers. All ancestors, angels, all high vibrational beings are welcome in this reading to provide the truth and nothing but the truth for my dear Libra viewers. So we're just going to pull a couple cards for the Queen of Earth, since I did get that buzzing in my ear. So I do feel like this is of importance to you. The Queen of Cups is wanting to show itself multiple times. There she is. So through your emotional body, connecting it with your emotions is what's going to really ground you. So it's like this head and heart kind of connection. What's practical, what's realistic, and what's also emotionally fulfilling for you is what I'm getting. 2 queens here on the deck. So if you are not a female, you might just be dealing with another feminine, or these are just characteristics that you need to be embodying. since we all do have female and masculine traits within us. Just know that. Connecting in. Hangman. Okay. The moon. So yeah. Okay. There's the Empress. Wow. So as I go, I can go a bit further down the line here, but I want to get to the rest of your reading. The story that I'm seeing portrayed here is unbinding yourself, right? This hangman is all about illumination. It's all about the crown too as well. When you see this depicted in the picture, the crown chakra is being illuminated, right? Being inspired, finding out what needs to go, what needs to stay, being able to cut yourself down from this hangman position. You're being enlightened, right? And then it's right next to the moon card with the Queen of Cups. So a lot of like, wow, emotions coming up. Pluto can do that. Also Neptune went retrograde in June, so a lot of like illusions, right? A lot of this disillusionment. Okay, wow, I didn't realize I had these emotions or these feelings, and maybe where I'm at, my home, my family, I don't really feel grounded. I don't really feel connected. So now you are learning to find out where you belong, right? Finding your roots is what I'm getting for you, Libra. So through your emotions, you're unraveling your emotions, right? Coming out of this hangman position, tapping and tuning in through your intuition. And you're being asked to no longer hold back, because there might have been this time and period with the Four of Pentacles where you were holding on to certain values, conditions with the ego is what I'm getting. So you're kind of reorienting yourself, your values, your priorities, and you're stepping into this beautiful Empress energy. This is amazing. Very feminine energy here on the table. So if I'm not connecting with a feminine, you could be dealing with, like I said, another female. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a water sign. If that is the case, then, and this is not your story, then you are potentially dealing with someone that is really going within. Let's just say that. They are connecting with their emotions. They're learning how to love, how to be loved. And that's going to take some time for them. Okay. So if that's your story, you're dealing with an earth sign specifically is what I'm seeing here. But the Empress can also be you. This can be Libra or Taurus. So if it's not your story, then you are dealing with another feminine or masculine that is really tapping and tuning into their emotions and having to really open up and crack that shell is what I'm getting here. Because the way to stay grounded in this Empress, this Queen of Earth energy, is to understand your emotions and not block them, right? Not repress your emotions. Doesn't mean that you have to be an emotional wreck. You know, we might have moments that we have to go through that in order to obtain balance again, right? So understanding that your emotions serve you and to work with them and not against them is what I'm getting, Libra. All right, so now we're going to move on. We're going to pull a couple cards here from the 78 Elemental. Beautiful deck. I love this deck. We're going to see what we have for you to wrap up this beautiful reading for July. Again, if you want to go a bit deeper with me, connect in on certain energies that you have been seeing in this reading, please email me. We can set something up for you. We can really dial it in. Some of the cards here. All right, this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the month of July. This could be past, present, or future energies. But all in all, this serves you in your spiritual growth and evolution, Libra. Cross watchers are always welcome as well. All right, let's tap in. Let's tune into Libra's energy. Guides, angels, ancestors, all high vibrational beings. Thank you for showing me the truth and nothing but the truth for my Libra viewers. 4 cards. Let's see what we have here. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Fire. So this is that career, this inspiration with the Page of Fire. I think that you have been uprooted a bit. I'm really sensing this, like, just reorienting for you. Like, you have this new passionate beginning. You have the Ace of Pentacles showing up. This Page of Fire here, that's all about inspiration, right? But it's in reverse, so I do sense that you're just kind of conquering some of that inner turmoil that Pluto's bringing up for you, and some personal issues that you've had specifically around emotions is what I'm getting here. They're being illuminated. And also with these lunar eclipses, oh yes, emotions are coming through, just so you know, for a lot of us. A lot of truths being revealed, things that we might have just been disillusioned by, lies, deceit, betrayal, fights, any sort of turmoil, just things coming up from the past, a lot of past stuff coming up. And now with that Venus coming into direct, it's kind of like, okay, everything that Venus retrograde showed me, I'm now having to really bring that knowledge into the future, right? And understand that. And if we don't necessarily understand it quite yet, the lessons may repeat themselves, right? That karma that we are learning, and we might have to repeat those cycles again. But if you feel that you resonate with this, just know there is a way out of that loop, and that I think that you're finding that through taking grounded, practical steps towards your future and what you need to do, not anyone else, right? So investigating research, I'm seeing a lot of that. You have the Page of Air with the 3 of Air here. It's all about that inner work, tapping into your needs, research, investigation, your truths, right? With the Page of Air, no longer fighting and battling, not having to fight for your place in the world. Maybe there was a certain job, career that you had to fight for, and you just felt like you weren't being valued, right? And now you're feeling like, I want to come out of that. I want to feel like I belong where I work, where I live, who I'm around. Like, everything in the 3D world, like I said, this pentacle energy is showing up for you heavily. You want it to feel balanced with this 2 of Pentacles. You don't want to have to fight for your place, your position. You know your worth, and you're figuring that out, and you know where you stand. The 2 of Earth can also represent like juggling. It is upright, so I think that you are able to do so. You're in this kind of influx, this decision, and you're weighing the pros and cons is what I'm getting. And you're releasing these swords, this mental fog. I'm specifically seeing a lot of mental energy, especially emotional energy for you. And that falls right beneath the Queen of Earth in reverse. So that makes complete sense why there is that imbalance there. With the Queen of Earth is that there's these swords stuck in you, you know, and you're releasing them one by one. The 10 of Air, you know, the Moon, the Queen of Cups, it's like 4 of Pentacles. All of this energy here is very much connected to like healing, really. When it comes down to it, Libra, there's a lot of healing energy that's surrounding you at this time, but you have to be able to sit back, tap in, tune in through your crown, focus, clear away what no longer serves you, right? Cut it all away and allow these swords to dissipate, because you're at the 10. I think once you allow a lot of that mental anxiety, the emotional blockages to be cleared through your root, your crown, bring alignment, you will unblock this, you know, repressed energy, and allow yourself to sit on your throne again as the Queen of Earth, as the Empress. The Empress is actually all the queens. So I'm not surprised to see her here with the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Earth. And I did see at the bottom of the Dreams of Gaia deck, the King of Cups. I didn't bring it out, but I'm just letting you know that there was a masculine figure there that is also connecting in and tuning into their emotions. So if you are in separation at this time, just know that it is all about emotional education is what I'm getting. Both parties are learning how to love, how to be loved, and understanding their emotions and being able to verbalize that and communicate that with the Page of Air here. And coming out of this conflict with the Five of Fire and understanding that they need to prioritize what is going to bring in this abundance, this new beginning, this practical, stable, new offer. And if this is not relationship for you, Libra, again, this is general. This could be career. So really use your intuition and take in these messages as they come to you. And again, let them resonate. Sometimes that takes time, okay, for the messages to kind of clear up for you. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up your reading with the Queen of Earth from this excerpt in the book. It says here, the reverse Queen of Earth will appear in your readings for two reasons. The first is to caution against making the home a hiding place where you shut out those who care about you. Yes, we all need a sanctuary, but our periods of isolation should always be temporary. The Queen of Earth seeks to remind you that you are not meant to be alone. There are people who love you and support you. Let them in, right? The emotions, like Queen of Cups can be a bit reserved, especially with that Four of Pentacles here, right? You might have been through a period of isolation and now you're kind of stepping out of that. The Queen of Earth, when she appears in a reverse position, may also be cautioning you against smothering those around you. Remember the overbearing, overgiving, overnurturing. There is a difference between mothering and overwhelming, or worse, disempowering someone through too much care and attention. You know, like the helicopter mom. Take a step back and allow those around you to act for themselves, right? Let them get in tune with their emotions, their needs. In fact, encourage them to act for themselves, right? The Empress always is nurturing and giving and loving, but she is so connected to herself that she understands that everyone has their own journey, right? And she will assist you as long as you're willing to assist yourself, right? You can't play the victim with the Empress. Take a step back and allow those around you to act for themselves. In fact, encourage them. You might enjoy what you do for others, but there comes a time when those around you must learn to look after themselves, or at least share in the household responsibilities. So again, finding relationships that nurture you, where you feel valued, there's reciprocity. The Empress is in tune with her emotions. She knows what she deserves. She's very understanding and empathetic and giving. She's all the queens in one, like I said. So you're really striving, whether you're a man or female, to find that balance. And maybe that's what if you are a man, you are trying to find that Empress. Like that's the qualities that you're looking for in a woman. But yes, lots of feminine energy showing up here. A lot of emotional repression that's being released, illuminated, and really just kind of coddling and nurturing those wounds. And I think this is a period of coming out of that emotional detachment or over-attachment and understanding the balance, right? The yin and the yang. So you can have a nice practical footing into your future for this Ace of Pentacles to arrive and come to you with abundance, right? So be aware, if this isn't about the Cancer season, this is just the full moon in Cancer. So mark your calendars, check that out for you, because that's definitely a big pivotal shift for you. As I say that, I think we actually just had the full moon in Capricorn, which is Cancer's opposite. So it still is a very impactful time for you, the full moon we just had. So I'm going to pull from our moon oracle here. I'm just going to get one more card for you, whatever wants to show up for Libra, to tie up this beautiful reading here. What do we have, spirit guides and angels? For Libra, whoa, too many. Let's tie up this reading for Libra. What is it that they need to know? What is it that they need to see for the month of July? We got one here. Let's see. A new start is coming. The new moon. Beautiful. So full moon to new moon. Look at that phase. So really pay attention to the moon phases for you. Next new moon. So I really think that this one was tapping into the full moon we just had, okay? And then the new moon that's coming, there's some big pivotal transformational energy coming in for you, Libra. That's very exciting. And we also had the moon card that showed up here. So yes, the moon cycle is of huge importance to you. And I'm seeing it as a culmination of understanding your emotions, and also reprioritizing and focusing on those emotional blockages, so you can really be the beautiful queen, empress energy, emperor energy. Like I said, if you are masculine watching this, you can also say the empress as the emperor. So just know that you're really just stepping up and tuning into your needs. And yes, always ask yourself, where are your roots, dear Libra? And I hope you find them. And look forward to the new moon at the end of this beautiful month of July. Be well. Take care.